invoice factoring help your business grow, right? So first off, if we're going to understand how invoice factoring is going to help you grow your business, we need to figure out what invoice factoring is and how it works. So I'll explain all that to you. Invoice factoring is for B2B businesses or B2G businesses. All that means is if you're a business that works with other businesses, or you're a business that works with governments, the government or municipalities, invoice factoring could make a lot of sense for you. Typically, anyone that is completing the work, okay, whether it's a service or you're delivering goods, okay, once you do that, and if you are net 15, net 30, net 45, what happens is you're waiting to get paid. So, invoice factoring allows you to get paid today on those invoices, and then when your client pays, they pay the factor, okay, the factor releases the reserve, we'll get into that in a minute, they release the reserve, and they take their fee, which is usually very, very minimal, and you can grow and scale much quicker and much faster. I want to get into this and we'll break down all the terminology that I discussed. So, when you are invoice factoring, you're basically selling that invoice, okay? So let's say you have an invoice for $10,000 and you factor that. All that happens is the factor is going to contact the payables of your clients. So they have typically a payable department and say, hey, please pay this invoice here. And so the factor gives you typically 80 to 90%, let's say 90%, and they hold the rest in reserve. Okay, once your client pays the factor, they release the reserve minus the fee. The fee is usually only between 1 and 4% for 30 days, right? So in this scenario, all you did was you got $9,000 today instead of waiting for it, and as soon as your client pays, they pay the factor. The factor then takes their fee and gives you the rest, basically the reserve minus the fee, and then you get that money when your client pays. So let's say it's 2%. 2% of $10,000 is only $200. So you sped up your cash flow by literally 30 days for only 200 bucks. And what this does is it allows you to grow and scale at a massive rate. So think about this. If you have 40% margins, okay, what this means is you literally have laid out $6,000 to do that job, whether it's marketing, supplies, inventory, labor, okay, all these costs go in and you have to lay that out, and then you're waiting 30 days. Well, when you get really busy, okay, that's going to drain your cash. So what invoice factoring does is it helps you keep that solid cash flow so you can take on more work and larger jobs. And that's how you can grow and scale and not really cut into your margins. It's super cheap, right? And so I'll tell you, I have a really good friend, his name's Austin. He did this and he had 100% growth year over year. And that's not unusual. Most clients that use this, one, have substantial growth, and two, they never leave, because it solves the biggest challenge that anybody that has net 15 or net 30 terms has in their business, right? Because you're always waiting and you're waiting to get paid. Well, you're going to get paid today, and having that cash will allow you to hire more people. It'll allow you to take on more jobs. And because of that, you can grow and scale, and it doesn't cut into your margins. And nobody knows about this program, right? So that's probably one of the biggest things. And the other thing is a lot of people make the mistake of borrowing, whether it's a line of credit, an SBA loan, a term loan, working capital. When you borrow, it doesn't change the dynamics of your business, okay? Because the dynamics of your business are what got you here. Because you're net 15, net 30, net 45. Having net terms is not a bad thing. Most clients that you're going to work with want that, or that's just the way they do business. However, when you are utilizing invoice factoring, you're solving that challenge in your business, and it allows for growth. If you borrow funds, what happens is now you have a monthly payment, okay? And that monthly payment is going to compound and add to the challenge that you're facing instead of solving it. Right? This is so crucial. So if you have any questions, please reach out. I'd love to help you. This is something that we set up all the time, and I've seen it time and time again. This is a solution for anybody that's B2B or B2G. I'll see you on the next video.